it is the end of the day and it's almost the end of the mission. I've completely busted, broken, worn out my first wheelbarrow. It has now, however, become a centrepiece of my garden. I have a new red wheelbarrow with a pumped up tyre that's working incredibly well. And isn't that an interesting analogy? And it's been going through my head today as I've been gardening. The moon's just come up over the mountains. There's snow in the background. It's freezing cold. And it's interesting to think about what people complain about. People complain about injury, they complain about being sore and tired, they complain about being worn out, they complain about a mission being too hard. And I just want to share with you that my poor old wheelbarrow that was completely busted and broken, I'll share again, is now going to be a very special part of my life, because it's going to be a memory that it literally moved about 100 tonne now of dirt, rocks, sand, gravel. It really did a top job. And maybe that's something to consider about your life. People talk about retirement. I, of course, have no interest in retirement, because I think when you love what you do, why would you stop doing it? And most successful people will say exactly the same thing. So a lot of people who are still working at 80 and 90 years of age, and they don't call it work because they absolutely love what they do. They then get replaced by something new that's supposedly more effective, that works better. But ultimately, couldn't there be a purpose, a reason for everything? So I use old sports people that used to be young sports people and they won world championships or gold medals. But then they retire and they manage the team, market the team, play in the masters division of the team. So they're still doing the sport, they're just doing it in a different way. And that's literally what's happened to my wheelbarrow. It was moving around dirt and gravel and sand and being a legend. Then we had to retire it to do something different, and now it's going to be a beautiful part of my garden. Yes, we've replaced it with a young, new, red, fast version of the wheelbarrow, but it's still a special part of life and it still has a purpose. And isn't it interesting to take note that when people retire, most people die within 10 years of retirement because they no longer have a purpose to get up. And the top psychologists and head doctors in the world, the neuroscientists, will all share that the reason we get old, the reason we get depressed, the reason we're not happy is because we don't have a purpose. So here's a great suggestion. What is your purpose? What are you excited about? What does the next 5, 10, 20 years hold for you? And yes, of course, plan for it, because every day when you wake up, if you've got a plan, are you more likely to have a productive day? But ultimately, whatever you're going to do with your life, you can always add value to the world. That's probably a great thing to consider. What value can I add today? Now, when I was teaching group exercise classes when I was 13, and I did 23 years of group exercise instruction, I woke up every day excited to go and motivate hundreds of people to move. I loved it. Woo! Exercise to music. Then I became a personal exercise coach, where it became more one-on-one and dedicated to each individual person's motivation, inspiration and needs. I was very, when I say very successful at that, I really took people's lives from being grumpy and miserable and horrible, unfit, unhealthy, and gave them a purpose to get up because they became fit, healthy and strong. So for me, personal exercise coaching was never about ripped abdominals or tight butt cheeks. And I had some clients that wanted that too, but ultimately it was about taking somebody who was really unhappy and making their life so much better. Yes. However, then because I had success with that, I wanted to help other people to do that. So I changed again. I retired the old wheelbarrow from teaching group exercise classes and personal exercise coaching, and then decided that it was really important for me to share my skills, my life experience, my knowledge, my wisdom, my understanding, and most importantly, my stupid, dumb mistakes, so that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. And I made millions of them, and I don't want you to make the same. So my purpose for getting up now is to make sure that, and people say, Rowie, what is it that you do? I inspire people to have a career or business that they love. I want people to be healthy, fit and strong, financially free and have great relationships. That's what the Max program's all about. So I have transitioned the old wheelbarrow to the new one, which was teaching group exercise, doing personal exercise coaching, managing health clubs around the world, and I literally did that everywhere. When I say everywhere, I certainly wasn't in every country, but everywhere I wanted to go, I had the opportunity to manage health clubs because I had that skill set. And what a great reason to travel, because I had a skill set that could add value to businesses around the world. I took that skill set then into helping, I became a business consultant for many years and a professional speaker because I had, again, a skill set that could help other people's businesses grow. And again, a very important part of my life and a great purpose to get up. Now every day my purpose is to make sure that my max exercise professionals are healthy, fit and strong, can help other people to be healthy, fit and strong, that you have a career or business that you love, that you are financially free, and that you have great communication skills and great relationships with everybody in your life. So my new wheelbarrow, my new purpose, which is different to the old one, but they've all developed as I've gone along. So I'm asking you this very important question. That's just my personal story. I'm asking you this. What is your purpose? Why do you wake up every day? We asked this great question at Max. There's two epic moments in your life. Obviously, the first epic moment was the day that you were born. The second epic moment is the day that you find out why. So the question is, why were you born? Why are you here? What value will you add to the world? What is your purpose? So my old wheelbarrow had a very important purpose. It moved tons of rock, dirt, sand and gravel. It then had to be retired. It was replaced with a new one, but it still has a beautiful purpose. And I think that we can go through life every single day, adding value to the world, having something to live for, having things to be excited for. And why not get excited about every day? Every single day without fail, somebody shares with me that somebody in their life died, or has gotten sick or got a terminal illness, or they are unwell and they have a terminal illness. Life is really short. It's an interesting quote. We're all going to die. Yes, we are. We only die once though, but we live every day. So what a great question. What are you going to do today to live with passion, enthusiasm and excitement? They're my three favourite words. What are you going to do to add value? What's your purpose? What's your core value? What are you living for? What would you die for? And there are some things that are so important to us that we would actually die for them. So there's a great question. What would I die for? And I think if we focus on those things, is it more likely that we'll have a better day, we'll be happier, we'll have less chance of depression and anxiety, we'll have less interest in what other people think of us, we'll have less interest in the people that gossip about us or criticise us or pull us down, because we have a purpose. And I will share with you very, very passionately that what people think of me is none of my business. I don't care. I can't afford to care because I have to live by my purpose. How about you? My purpose is to be healthy, fit and strong, help the people in my life to be healthy, fit and strong, help people have a career or business that they love, help people to be financially free, and help people to have great relationships. That's how passionate I am about what my purpose is every day. And if people want to drag me off that purpose or pull me down or criticise me for that, I actually don't care. So how about you? What are you doing every day to add value to your world, to make sure that your day is the best day it can possibly be? And that is something we do have control over. Regardless of the weather, regardless of other people, regardless of the traffic, regardless of what's going on in the world, we get to decide whether we're going to have a good day or a bad day, because we get to react or respond to everything that happens. So here's a great suggestion, idea, perhaps I'm even begging. Have a great day every day because you choose to. I want our kids to see that adults are happy, positive, optimistic, solution-finding people, not negative people that always find a challenge, that whinge, moan and complain. Now, I could whinge, moan and complain that my wheelbarrow got broken. Of course, I would never do that because it's not broken. It's now a beautiful piece in my garden. I'm very excited about my new red wheelbarrow. Just as an interesting side note, that wheelbarrow used to be black. We painted it red now because it's even more beautiful in my garden. And that's one of the great things about life. You can get fitter, you can get stronger, you can change your headspace, you can be a more positive person, you can be an optimistic solution finder. You get to change if you want to. Often people say to me, Rowie, I want to change my husband or change my kids or change my staff. We have no control over other people. We can't change anybody. The only thing that can change is if we choose to. And if you want to have a better life, if you want to be healthy, fit and strong, if you want to be financially free, if you want to have only great relationships in your life, could that be a choice? Woohoo! I like to sing. I feel good. Na 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 na. I knew that I would now. Na 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 na. So good. Yeah, yeah. Look at the snow. Look at the mountains. Look at my garden. It's amazing. I love every day. How about you? Woohoo!